Hi, I'm Mia Arakaki, and this show is one of the ways I create spaces for rest, renewal, and healing so that people everywhere, especially women in business, ministers, and helpers, can live and serve out of abundance and overflow rather than from a place of lack and burnout. My prayer in these episodes is that you are able to have a felt experience of God and a felt experience of God's presence with and in you. I'm here to help you slow down, get present in your body, and engage with God. The practice of Lectio Divina is a vehicle for using scriptures to simply be with God. The goal is not to try to get something or figure something out, but just to allow yourself to be present in relationship with God. The process we will go through in Lectio Divina is to read a passage slowly numerous times and then to have a space of silence after each reading to reflect and experience ourselves and God in the moment. Each time I read the passage through, I'll give you prompts for questions or noticings. Today I've chosen a passage of scripture from Phillipians 4, verses 6 and 7. I'll be reading this from the Message translation. As we begin, I invite you to find a place that you feel comfortable and safe in. A place that you can be relatively quiet and free from distraction. And now, if you found that place, I invite you to get into a comfortable position, preferably sitting with your feet on the ground, and the ability to sit up straight so that you can breathe breath and life into your body. As I read the passage of scripture, I invite you to just be present here and now to your body and to scripture and to God. If you feel safe, close your eyes and begin to bring your awareness into your body. We'll begin with a deep breath, breathing in through your nose and back out through your nose. Take that deep breath, breathing it all the way into your body, deep into your lower back, slowly. Then exhaling slowly through your nose. Continue repeating those deep breaths a few more times, just to help your body slow down, to find a slower rhythm, and for you to become aware of being present here and now in your body. bringing your awareness to your embodied presence. Again, not fixing anything or judging anything, just allowing it to be as it is, just being aware. If at any point your attention wanders, it's completely fine and expected. When that happens, feel free to bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body, back into the present moment. As I read this passage the first time, I invite you to notice what words or phrases you are drawn to in this passage. Don't fret or worry. Instead of worrying, pray. Let your petitions and praises shape your worries into prayers. Letting God know your concerns. Before you know it, a sense of God's wholeness, everything coming together for good, will come and settle you down. Now sitting in some silence, notice what words or phrases you are drawn to. As I read the passage again, be aware of what you feel or notice in yourself or in your body as I read this passage again. Don't fret or worry. Instead of worrying, pray. Let petitions and praises shape your worries into prayers. Letting God know your concerns. Before you know it, a sense of God's wholeness. Everything coming together for good will come and settle you down. Now, in the silence, take time to notice what you felt or feel. Noticing what you're feeling in your body or in your emotions. As I read the passage again, I invite you to notice if there's any invitation in yourself to respond or to say anything to God. Don't fret or worry. Instead of worrying, pray. Let petitions and praises shape your worries into prayers. Letting God know your concerns. Before you know it, a sense of God's wholeness. Everything coming together for good will come and settle you down. Again, taking some time in silence to notice any invitation to respond or say anything to God. And feel free to offer that prayer up in silence or loud in this particular time. And now, as I read the passage through one last time, I invite you to use the silence to be open to receiving, to listening to, or noticing God, or just simply being with God. Don't fret or worry. Instead of worrying, pray. Let petitions and praises shape your worries into prayers. Letting God know your concerns. Before you know it, a sense of God's wholeness, everything coming together for good, will come and settle you down. I invite you to take this time in silence to be open to receiving from God or noticing God, or simply just being with God. As we come to a close of this space, I invite you to continue to be present to yourself and to God as I offer this prayer. God, we thank you for this time and for this space. To be able to be together with you. May you help us now and in our day-to-day lives to see you, to hear you, to feel you, and to respond to you. I now invite you to take a couple of those deep breaths all the way into your lower back. In through your nose and out through your nose. And as you do so, touch your fingers together. Wiggle your toes, bringing your awareness back to your surroundings. And when you feel comfortable, to open your eyes. May the Lord be with you as you go through your day today. Thank you for joining. If this experience has been meaningful to you, consider sharing it with a friend or your community. Also, please subscribe to the podcast to stay up to date with each new episode. And leave a rating or a review. It helps other people find this experience as well. Visit honeycombcoaching.com for our virtual coaching options and personalized retreats, as well as a few other things. While you're there, sign up for our news and updates via email and receive a free digital resource. I look forward to the next time we get to experience God together. I'm Mia Arakaki, and until then, peace be with you.